What is up, Lorcana fam? Robbie C here, and today we are diving into Blue Steel. We have been doing some cooking for a friend of mine who was, from the time that he got into Lorcana, he has been a red-blue player, finding it to just be a little repetitive and stale, and was interested, still wanted the ramp, but wanted to have something a little spicier on the other side, and so had the idea of, with us streaming on here and on Twitch, what if we spent some time doing a little play testing? He doesn't own a lot of the cards, and so since I've got a pretty complete collection, I was like, well, I'll go ahead and do some testing. Plus, I think it'll be fun. And Blue Steel is one of the archetypes that when I first got into Lorcana, I played a Blue Steel deck and fell absolutely in love with it. I didn't necessarily enjoy the stress of thinking to myself, if I'm playing against any form of aggro for like the first 4 or 5 turns, I'm hoping I just don't lose it. But what I appreciate is that you have songs like Grab Your Swords and Big Tinkerbell that can really come in and help neutralize that board. So when he was building the deck, he had 3 cards that were sort of core and important to him and wanted to build around that. So I wanted to come in and attack it from a different side, keeping those same 3 core cards. So let's talk about the deck for a little bit, show those key core cards, and then I want to jump into an actual game of us playing on Pixelborn Connect and you guys seeing it, because the game ended in absolutely a crazy fashion. So fun, so awesome, sort of everything you're wanting in a game of Lorcana. So the 3 key cards for him were first and foremost being Mufasa, Ruler of Pride Rock. This is an 8-cost uninkable card that quests for 4 and has a 4/9 stat line. Now, this one, when it comes in, exerts all the cards in your inkwell, and then you pull 2 back. This was the first time when this card got introduced that cards were really returning from your inkwell to your hand. Really fascinating concept, but it is at random. So, of course, you can't always bank on getting good cards back, but it is fun because sometimes there are cards that you have to make a decision early on of, I don't know if I want to ink this or not, and having the opportunity to get those back can be really big. But where Mufasa really shines is if he goes unanswered. When he goes unanswered on the next turn, whenever this character quests ready all cards in your inkwell, you're going to see during the game that Mufasa sticks and settles on the board, which allowed us to have several huge turns because you're playing Sapphire, you're playing blue, so you're going to be ramping, you're going to have a lot of ink in your inkwell, and you're able to slam a whole bunch of cards down, which can be really, really awesome for you to sort of work through your hand and get a lot of these bigger, higher end cards out. Now, the second card that was important for him to have in the deck was A Whole New World. A Whole New World is a 5-cost uninkable song. Each player discards their hand and draws 7 cards. Like we said, we're going to be using Mufasa, hopefully, and having the opportunity to play a ton of cards, which means we're going to be emptying our hands. Our opponent is not going to hopefully have as many ink available to him because either they're not ramping or they aren't getting the chance to play all of their ink multiple times via the Mufasa. And because of this, when we play Whole New World, we are burning through our hands, so we're usually getting pretty high value out of it because we're discarding a lot of cards in their hand while discarding very few from our own and allowing ourselves to refresh that hand, which can be absolutely clutch and sort of ending and closing out the game and finding the tools that we're looking for. Now, the third one is one that I think is a little interesting, and it doesn't necessarily shine as much in non-ramp mirror matches, but in mirror matches where you find yourself really looking for that extra edge, the Great Stone Dragon comes in. Now, this is a 3-cost inkable item that enters play exerted. So it's not necessarily like a huge momentum tool. We're not trying to slam it on curve pretty much ever. Like, it's not a card that when we get to 3 ink, we're trying to put down, just because it comes in exerted, so it doesn't really do anything on the turn it comes in. But where it shines is the turns afterwards. Every single turn, we can exert the Stone Dragon and pull a character from our discard and put it exerted into the inkwell. So we're getting free ramp every single turn. Now, my friend, he wanted to start with 4 Stone Dragons, but we decided that was a little too much, and there's some other great cards that we wanted to fit in. The problem with ramp is almost always losing control of the board, honestly, by the time it gets there. So we wanted to put in some other cards that I think you'll see can really shine in terms of the Calhouns. The Tinkerbells can come back and win. And then we have lots of the steel control songs that can be very, very helpful. So I thought this deck was a lot of fun, and still, I would say this is the first iteration of it. I think I even have it listed as Nimbus Steel 6v1. 1, so in set 6, version 1, sort of how I label all of my decks. And I think already I'm thinking about making some adjustments of pulling maybe 2 Calhouns down and maybe sacrificing that early curve just a little bit more and putting in 2 more of the Bell Strange But specials to just have a couple more dime targets as we get towards the end of the game. But you'll see as this plays out, we had the targets we were looking for, we had the targets we needed, so maybe that's not entirely there. But as you guys watch the gameplay, I would love to know what misplays you see. Obviously, when we're in the middle of the moment, it's hard to make those correct decisions and whatnot. And there is actually a decision at the end of the game where I play a Tamatoa and I have an item to bring back, and I think that I bring back the wrong item and made myself stress a little more than I should have. But I talk about that at the end of the game. So I hope you guys enjoy this and enjoy this deck profile and seeing the deck play out. What changes would you make to this deck? We'd love to know, as well as sort of what other kind of content you want to see in the future. Have definitely some ideas we want to be bringing. I see some sort of gaps in the content space inside of Disney Lorcana, and so I want to help fill that content creation space. But obviously, if you guys have content that you want to see, let me know. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys enjoy the game, and we'll see you on the other side. Howdy, howdy. How's it going?
Hello. Good. How are you doing?
Doing swell. Doing swell.
Alrighty.
Half cut okay?
Sure thing. Just for you.
Oh, perfect. All right. Here we go, chat. Okay, we've got Whole New World in hand. We'll go ahead and toss that. At least I think we will. We've got Fortisphere and Popsicle. We'll hold on to those. We got Tipo. And I think we pitch 4.
I
think we're going to pitch
5.
I think I'm sending 4. Oh, baby. Ryan, if you're still watching, we got Lordships guy. Great idea until it's until we start hearing them things clack.
You ready?
All yours when you're ready.
Okay. Interesting. All right. We'll ink Ursula and play Robin Hood and pass.
Okay. Draw for turn. Okay. We're going to ink Tamatoa and play Popsicle. Draw a card and pass.
Draw. Wow. Quest for 1. Pass.
Okay. Draw for turn.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Okay.
Wow.
We're going to ink Tinkerbell. We'll spend 2 to play Tipo.
Mm-hmm.
We will send mystery card into the inkwell and pass.
Ink Strength. Play a Lantern.
Okay.
Quest for 1. Go ahead.
Perfect. Draw for turn. Okay. We'll go 2 to sail the Azurite Sea.
Yep.
Okay, we will ink or double ink. Great Stone Dragon and Vortisphere.
Sure.
We'll go 2 to play Calhoun.
Mm-hmm.
And pass. Okay, we've got swords in hand as well as Hiram. So if he spams here, we're feeling good because we can just swords and clear it all out.
Repeat. Play Storm on Tipo. Draw a card. That's
Draw for turn. Okay. We will spend 4 to play How Far I'll Go.
sure.
Send that. Keep that. And pass.
Draw.
Okay, we've got Zeus to nuke a target. We've got swords if he goes wide. Feeling good, ladies and gentlemen. Feeling good.
Rapunzel.
Got to kind of press our advantage since we're ahead.
Zeus the Calhoun. Quest for 1. Good.
Spend 2 to sail the Azurite Sea. Four for Hiram. Draw 2. And then we will double ink a Bell and a Cogsworth.
Yep.
And pass.
Draw.
So next turn we can play Mufasa.
Spend 3 to do 2 damage to Hiram with Storm. Draw a card.
Which I think is going to be huge for us.
Cinderella.
Because I don't think that they have an answer.
Quest 1. Good.
Okay. All right, so we will spend 8 for Mufasa.
Mm-hmm.
How do you want to randomly bring 2 of these into my hand? You want me to just shuffle them up and lay them out?
Yeah.
Okay.
The top 2 is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, this first 2.
Perfect. Okay. We will ink a typo. And pass.
Yep. Draw. Rapunzel. Play Cinderella.
Bang.
Plus one. Good.
Okay. Draw for turn. Okay. Okay, we will have Hiram sing Zeus to deal 3 damage to Cinderella. We will ink Tipo. To go to 8, we'll spend 8 to play Tamatoa.
Yep.
Bring back Popsicle. We will quest for 4. Re-ready our ink.
Mm-hmm.
We'll spend 1 to play Popsicle. We'll spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play Cogsworth.
Yep.
And we will pass.
Draw. Here's the lantern. 3 to play Rapunzel. Heal Cinderella. Draw 3.
Okay, we got 2 bombs on board. We're cooking. I would definitely always recommend Ben buying as many as you can find.
This is a tricky one.
Yeah.
How many cards do you have in hand?
3. A whole new world here would be filthy if we were able to find it. Don't have any other items in there. Ryan, I don't know what's different about the house one.
So tricky. Okay. Link Pete. 2 for lantern. Tap lantern. 2 ink. Upgrade Robin. Robin will sing World's Greatest on Tamatoa. And then Cinderella will challenge Cogsworth.
We'll take Cogsworth?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll pass.
Cards in hand?
2.
Perfect. Okay. Draw for turn. Spend 2 for sale.
Yep.
2 for sale. Quest 1. Banish Popsicle. Draw 2. Okay. So we're going to spend 4 to Zeus, Robin Hood, Quest for 4.
Mm-hmm.
One for Popsicle. Six for Tinkerbell. Ink Visions. 9. And pass, yeah. 3 cards in hand.
Okay. Drop.
I don't mind leaving 1 damage on the Rapunzel because now the Rapunzel can't trade in to get super high value.
It's an option.
And then if he swings the Cinderella into the Mufasa, the Tinkerbell kills it. We got good options here. We're sitting on Bell, Grab Your Swords, and how far I'll go.
What am I to do?
We've got the bomb on board. The Mufasa not being answered is just basically giving me 2 turns every time, which is filthy.
Yeah, I think
Filthy.
I have to do that. And so then, do that much. Let's do that. 2. That made 2. Oh, I can't do that. Oh yeah, I can do that or that. All right. I'm going to hardcast Storm to do 2 damage to Tinkerbell. Draw a card. Okay. We'll ink Lilo.
And then he's going to swing the Cinderella into Tinkerbell. The Tinkerbell. I think the Cindy into Tinkerbell is the best play he's got. The Resist 2 is a bummer. But the Hiram needs to go, because...
Rapunzel will sing Zeus on Mufasa. And then Cinderella will challenge Mufasa. And how many cards did you say you had? 3? You gotta do it.
Wheeling?
Arcast Whole New World. Yep. Use the lanterns. Play Ursula. Pass.
Okay. Draw for turn. Okay. Hiram is going to quest for 1. Banish Popsicle, draw 2. We will we'll go 5 for Let It Go onto Cinderella. Tinkerbell will swing into Rapunzel and do the 2 damage to Ursula.
Mm-hmm.
Spin 3 for Fishbone. We will Fishbone for that card. We will ink Tipo. Spin 3 to play a second Fishbone. We will Fishbone that card. And pass.
All right. Drop.
1, 2, 3, 4. So he's got a lot of cards, but we have 12. So we can lay double dime next turn. We can also go crazy, and we can wheel them if they don't spend a lot.
11, 6, 7, 9, 11.
What up, Chaser?
All right. We'll use 2 lanterns and 4 ink to play Ariel.
Okay.
3 ink for Pete. 2 ink for Smee. Pass.
And Ariel is, when you sing a song, you can pay an additional 3.
Pay 2 to do 3 damage.
Okay. Bank. Okay. Okay. I will Fishbone that. Quest for 1. Banish Fishbone. Draw 2. Okay. I'm going to Ink Visions. How many cards in hand?
4.
4. Okay. Ink Visions. Fishbone. That. Go here. I will spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play Lucky Dime. I will spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To play Mufasa. You just want to do the 2 off the top again?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Okay. And I will pass.
All right. Draw. Ink. Cinderella.
So we have lethal in hand next turn because we have Mufasa and we have Dime. So he knows that we have that. What he's not ready for is...
How many cards do you have left in your deck there?
In my deck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Okay. 19.
So can he triple wheel me?
That's a good question. It's not impossible. Okay. Question is, what's the backup plan? Okay, so I have to take out Mufasa.
Because what he's not ready for is the fact that we have...
Okay, all right.
We have 6 represented with...
Well, we'll see what we can do. Okay, we'll use lanterns in 1. Play Pete, just for good measure. Spend 4 for Naveen and Whole New World. Yep.
Really, chat, what we're hoping is that he brings us into our last bell. Because if he brings us into our last bell, Dime's going to go crazy.
All right, this one's new. This one's new. Let's see. Spend 1 to play Robin Hood.
Or a Tamatoa would be sick here. If we could ink twice, Tamatoa would be sick.
Actually, let me hold off on that. Let me take that one back. Okay. Instead, we will
Same strength.
sing strength on Mufasa for
Okay.
6 damage.
Okay.
I'll pay the extra 2 to do 3 more damage to Mufasa.
Okay. Ursula is going to sing Storm on Tinkerbell. Draw a card. Thinking about this. Yeah, I'll pay the 2 to do 3 more damage to Hiram. Okay.
And then I'll challenge Hiram with Smee.
Okay.
Um,
So no ink left. Because you just
I
paid
have
2
one.
to... You have 1 ink left. Okay.
Yeah, I got 1 left. So I'll use the last ink for the Robin Hood.
Okay.
That worked out anyway. And then Ariel will quest for 2.
Okay.
And Pete is in effect. So I'll pass.
Perfect. I will draw for turn.
Maybe you still have it. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see. Gonna go 2 for Fortisphere and Popsicle.
Yeah.
Okay. We will... ink, let it go.
Yep.
One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Let's separate this into manageable stacks, shall we?
Don't do that.
Let's just make sure this is mathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 4, 6, 12, 14. Perfect. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, we'll spend 3 for Great Stone Dragon. That comes in exerted. We will pay 1 to Fishbone. That card. Eight for Tamatoa. Bring back Popsicle. And then we will tap the last two to dime Tamatoa for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And pass.
All right. Don't have any draw. I don't have quite enough, do I? I don't think so. Let's see. 3 for Robin Hood.
I'll say I certainly was not paying attention to if you had enough on your side of the board. So if you can get there, props to you.
I don't think I do.
What's that? 3, 4, 6.
All 3 to get rid of Tamatoa.
Okay.
Not that that's going to make any difference. And then I got 6. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you must have something in there that you can use. Maybe. Maybe not. Probably. 5 for Beast. Ink that.
Slog of the game, regardless.
2 for Smee. Yeah, right. And then there's nothing else I can do. I can do this quest. So like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
Go to 18.
And that's all I can do. So if you got any target, you win.
Let's see.
Nothing in hand yet. You're out of Tamatoas and Bells.
I do think you've got 2 of my Tamatoas are in here. 3? Is that 3? Let's see. There's 1. There's 2.
I see Mufasa. There's a bunch of stuff in your inkwell too, so who knows what's in there.
So much stuff in the inkwell.
Hopefully all of the high lore characters are in there.
Yeah. We'll go just for funsies. 1 to go there. We'll go 1 to fish on that. We'll spend 1 to play Popsicle.
Don't be it.
We'll spend 5 for Whole New World. Whole New World to draw 7.
Sure. You have 7?
I do. Including
Tamatoa in there? Yeah.
Tamatoa. GG.
Oh, man. Is he the only one in there? The only character left that could get you there?
Yep.
Wow. Down to 1 card. That's insane.
GG. How did we feel about it, guys? I think the loss for him came for how many turns did Mufasa just get to rock? Like that first Mufasa went crazy. And I think he just ended up like at that point, best way to test a new deck is to draw the whole thing. Absolutely. Probably that game is a lot easier. On that last turn, I took the Popsicle when Tamatoa quested. I took the Popsicle over the dime that was in there Probably a mistake on my end, because if I take the dime, then when I get stalled out at 17, I can just go the Cogsworth in hand, 2 dimes, and just cross over 4. Probably was the better play. I think in my mind, the reason I didn't do it was I was thinking, oh, well, if he wheels me again, I'm just losing a dime or I'm just losing a popsicle. But I lose the item regardless. So that was definitely a misplay. But yeah, crazy, y'all. So thank you so much for watching. We try to stream regularly here on YouTube as well as over on Twitch at RobbieCDG. You can find me in both places, and whenever I'm streaming on one, usually streaming on the other, and we try to link the chats to have a great time between the both of them. So hit that bell, hit that subscribe, and you can see when we're playing next and come hang out with us in the chat. So I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Please make it fantastic for someone else too. But for now, we're going to leave you with the questing.